drove away.
We set out to create an urban athletic apparel line inspired by love and the idea that our generation is so extraordinary. What matters is what we do. This is our journey.
So we are at the SeaTac Transit Center, about to caravan road trip it out to Eastern Washington, where we will be shooting it up with Kimberly and Teresa. And yeah, it should be good times. Fun little couple-hour road trip coming your way.
From the outside, certified golden classic. Deep Space 5, the art of boom bastard. Soon as my man passed it, Fred came to smash it. Blasted until your shell becomes cracked. It's massive, passive, gross attractive. Freddie burns through beef like lactic acid. Fantastic, wild out feeling spastic. Let the outside reflect the inside and flash it.
Can't pass it all, we stop traffic. Live and on plastic, driving strong passion. Mind, we on past the night to dawn after.
Hey! Pee break.
Can't pass it all, we stop traffic. Live and on plastic, driving strong passion. Mind, we on past the night to dawn after. Deep Space 5, we born to form classics.
There's a war going on inside, no soul is safe, nowhere to hide. You can put your hands up, doesn't matter how high, son. You ain't got one prayer, you can buy one.
This is face hairspray. You've heard of hairspray. This is face hairspray. So, Isabel gave me the okay to get to face hairspray the models. It'd be face spray because it can't really be face hairspray.
There's hair on the face.
Yeah, there is.
A little bit, but that's kind of gross.
With a big old black, yo, thanks for that. A full tank, full bank, what you think of that? It don't mean no thing in a hill of beans. At the end of the day, we was human beings. Some dirty, but I brush my teeth with chlorine. Why you think my rap is so clean?
We may seem happy, like everything's alright. From the outside looking in, everything's uptight.
Check out my crew, we so Hollywood. Love what we do cause hip-hop is good. It's understood when we roll through your hood. Make it do what it do when your bro never could. I think you should hang up the plastic. Metal mesh 58 sound like elastic. Might sound better after some practice. If in a group, make it butter fantastic.
With shoot location number 1 done, it's time to meet our models, Teresa and Kimberly. You're like Amelia Earhart right now.
Totally.
My name is Teresa Eve Kaba, and I'm from Sebastopol, California. I was born in Los Angeles, but I had the pleasure of growing up in a small town north of San Francisco. My dad is from West Africa. I was lucky enough to go back there 2 or 3 years ago.
What do you see yourself doing in the future?
Probably in a school somewhere in Africa.
Doing what?
Maybe teaching, you know, teaching an art class.
Photography, you're a
Photography,
photographer, right?
yeah, it would
You do
be
some
amazing.
photography.
Yeah, just encouraging, you know, creative growth. I was part of a project that installed solar power in a school in East Africa. So that was really exciting. I find beauty in the most random things, and it's important to me to be able to do so, to just kind of live my life seeing beauty in everything. I know it sounds silly, but I find that I inspire my friends to do the same, which is cool, and then I'm sure they inspire their friends to do the same, and it just kind of spreads. So I think it's important to lead by example. Well, I find that people look at situations as being very typical, you know, like you see a scene and you're familiar with it, so you judge it and you don't look any further. But I think it's important to look at everything with a fresh perspective and a new eye, because oftentimes you'll catch things that you wouldn't have because you're just not paying attention.
And now, DTE model Kimberly.
My name is Kim. I'm from Bellingham, Washington. I am trying to develop myself in a fashion world where petite models don't do fashion. I love my family, and I'm passionate about my job.
What's your job?
I work for a company that manufactures ankle-foot braces for children with neurological problems. And I am the international contact for Spanish-speaking countries. Me encanta hacer lo extraordinario.
What does that mean?
I love doing the extraordinary.
Oh, I like that. Okay, nice. Tell us about an injustice that's near and dear to your heart.
I grew up in a household where domestic abuse was an issue, and I saw how it kind of tore our family apart. And when you experience something, you want to be able to make sure that nobody ever has to go through that again. It makes you want to stand up for it. Everyone that you meet has fought some kind of fight. I want to make sure that I live a life that is fulfilled to the rim, you know. I want to make sure that that glass is all the way full. I definitely want to look back and say I did everything that I could to make sure that I had a good life and I had fun and I did it, you know, safely. And my mom used to always say sanamente in Spanish. She'd always write my birthday cards, you know, disfruta la vida sanamente. And it means enjoy life, like safely, like without harm, like in a healthy way.
If you've ever seen the movie The Edge, there's a scene where Anthony Hopkins and Alec Baldwin are sitting in the middle of a forest, and they spent the half of the movie being chased and hunted down by this man-eating bear. And Alec Baldwin is defeated and he's ready to die, and Anthony Hopkins looks at him and says, you know, I'm not going to die. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kill the bear. And Alec Baldwin says, there's no way to kill this bear. And Anthony Hopkins looks at him and says, repeat after me. He says, I'm going to kill the bear. What one man can do, another can do. And he has Alec Baldwin repeat that over and over again until that moment comes when he believes it with everything that he's saying. And that's really the heart and the passion behind this shoot, is saying what one person can do, another can do. Just like the road that goes on forever, so are the boundaries that are on our lives. We can accomplish anything we set our minds to. Live limitless. Live in such a way that believes that we can do, and that you can do, and that I can do anything that we set our minds to. And that's what's awesome about the power of the human spirit.
Watch the wind. There's something coming.
Also asleep. That's a problem.